What's up, my fellow mooers? Today, we're going to get started with the cow coding programming language. It's only the latest, greatest, and hottest coding language out there right now. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the page. So, these are all the commands that you could use, and beside them are exactly what they do. And there are some examples here on the page. All links are in the description. Let's go ahead and look at the GitHub. Oh, beautiful. We want this source file. Let's go ahead and just do a little copy on this get address or whatever, and then let's go into our Visual Studio Code, your favorite editor. Go ahead and open. You want to open a folder. Let's go into our C++ folder and let's create a new folder called moo. And let's just go into this folder. Perfect. Now we're going to create a new terminal, and we're going to get clone our repo. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and just take a little peek in here. We want to get into this source file, our source directory. So let's go ahead and cd into cow and then cd into source. Perfect. Now we want to, once we're in source, we could just do this, and then we could look. We want to get this cow comp compiled. So if we actually look at the code here, we see this is what's going to convert our cow code into a readable C executable. We're gonna ignore that, and then we're just going to try and compile it. So with the command g++ and then cow comp, and then also I want to just name it, so cow comp. Perfect. Now we get an error here, so it wants this I just should say that, but it wants this library right here. Let's go ahead and add it, make our little compiler happy. Perfect. So now let's try to compile again. Boom, beautiful. And now we have this awesome exe called cowcomp.exe. Now this is a very important executable here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add it to our path, because it's only the latest and greatest and what's gonna make us all that goody green stuff. So we're just gonna copy the path. You see I right clicked, copy path, go into our environment variables, and let's create a new one, and let's just paste it right in here, and we don't need that last part. Perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna make a let's make a new folder and call this cow code. Bam. And inside this folder, we're gonna put our awesome cow code in here. So we're gonna start with let's just name it test.cow. Awesome. And what we're gonna do in here is explore the cow coding language. So I'm not gonna really dive into it, but there is basically how cow coding works is there are some registers, and you can manipulate these registers. You can change the address, or you can change what memory block you're in. You can change the value that they're in, and you can also do loops and all sorts of good stuff. But what we're interested in is writing strings, like printing things out, right? So something you can see. Let's see what we got here. If we do the cow coding capital M, lowercase o, and o, this is going to add 1 to our register that we're currently in. Let's say we start here. So if we add 1, our value is now 1. And if we run this, let's say 80, let's get an ASCII code. Perfect. If we run this, let's get a O. 79 times. If you run this times 79 times, and then run the command moo, we're going to get our output is going to be the letter O, the ASCII key O. You kind of understand what's happening here. This command is going to add a value to this memory block 79 times, and then once this command is run, the code is going to output a value O. Let's go ahead and give this a shot here. So we start with our moo. This is going to add an address. I have no idea how many I'm about to put in here, but that looks like a good amount. And then we're just going to run the command mo like that, and then we're going to do our we're going to start compiling. So since we added it to our environment variables, let's just go into CMD, and let's open up the path that we're in. So we're just going to copy this path, and we're just going to go CD, and we don't need this last part here. Awesome. Looks like I put this in the wrong folder. There we go. So our cow code is now, our test.cow is now in our cow code folder. Let's just go ahead and go into cow code. Perfect. And we're going to run our cow comp. And then we're going to run our test. So test.cow. Perfect. We got compiled. It worked. No errors. And now we're just going to run. You can see in our cow code folder here, we got a cow.out file. So we're just going to run cow.out. And boom, perfect. The ASCII code comma is apparently this many moos. And that's perfect. That's lovely. That's dandy. But this takes forever. This is not what the cow code language is about. That's why we write code. We write code to do it for us. So let's go ahead and open up let's just make a new folder in here and call this string. Actually, let's just go into our command here and go to get clone and clone my lovely repository that I made just for you, so you can go ahead and be on your merry way, just coding all of your own. Let's go into cow. Why am I in? Where's my folder? Oh, I accidentally compiled it under sources. Let's just move that out here. My bad. So now that we're in here, let's just look at our code. Juicy code. Let's go ahead and compile this with our G++, and then the name string to I can't spell apparently. Honestly, I'm just gonna copy it. Because that's just the kind of guy I am. First of all, I'm not even in the right directory, so let's just get into the right directory here. String to perfect, and then we're gonna finally now compile our. There it is. And now we got this a.exe. I actually didn't want to do that. Let's just go back and do a -o and paste that. And let's ignore we ever had this .a in here. Perfect. Yep. All right. So now we have our compiled code here that I generously made for all of you, and we're just gonna run it. // Perfect. So now it's going to ask enter a string to get converted into cow script. So now we're going to write cow coding lang is the best, all caps, lang of all time. Exclamation marks, all 3 of them. We're just going to press enter and take a look at our beautiful cow code here. Wow, that's amazing. That's just amazingly awesome. So now that we have our cow code, let's go ahead and run the code. So let's get our file here. We're gonna copy the path, and we're just going to cd into it. Perfect. Not really. Let's see if we go home and do our cd here. Oh, perfect. Okay, so now we could run. Go away! Cow. Comp. And then what are we gonna run? String. No. String to moo. .exe. No, we want string.cow. We're gonna run this. I'm running it. We're running string.cow. Boom. Wait for it. Wait for it. Compiling. Boom! We compiled our cow code. So our cow code was successfully compiled. And let's go ahead and just run cow.out. Right? That's our compiled cow code. Wait for it. Cow coding language is the best of all time. There you have it, folks. That's how you get started in cow code. There are wonderful examples on that page that I shared the link below. Thank you so much. Subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next video, mooers.